Hello people, this video is regarding the limitations on the use of the elasticity concept. This is the last video for this chapter. So before we look into what are the limitations, shall we do a recap on the elasticity concept? So for example, the price elasticity of demand provides information for the producers to understand the degree of responsiveness of quantity demanded of a product due to a change in the price of the good itself. So to recap very quickly, when the demand of the product is price elastic, holding a value of negative 2.0, when there is a decrease in the price of the product by 10%, the quantity demanded of a product will increase more than 10%. For example, in this case, 20%. Therefore, this is one of the concept on PED. This is the PED concept. The next case, we are looking at the degree of responsiveness of quantity demanded at every price level changes due to the change in income as well as a change in the price of the related good. I will not be going through this thoroughly because this is what the H2 student has studied and it is not applicable for the H1 students, but it will be good for your knowledge. For example, we are looking at the YED concept, or rather the income elasticity of demand, whereby the change in the quantity demanded of a product at every price level change due to the income of the consumer. Let's say the demand of the product is income elastic, which means to say that when the income changed by 10%, the demand of a product will shift to the right, but more than 10%, which in this case is a 20%. So therefore, you can see a larger extent of the shift of the demand curve. So this is just a preview, or rather a high level of understanding regarding the other two demand elasticity concept. What are the limitations of the use of elasticity concept then? So the first one that we are looking at is the assumption of ceteris paribus. So what is ceteris paribus? It means that all other factors remain unchanged while a specific concept is being analyzed. However, for example, if we look at the demand of a product is price elastic, which means that for the producer to increase total revenue, the producer can decrease the price. However, in reality, a decrease in the price of a good results in a larger proportionate increase in the quantity demanded. So this increase in quantity demanded necessitates that the increase in production. Therefore, to increase production, this may result in an increase in the cost of production. So, however, here the ceteris paribus here, we are referring the cost remain constant. But in actual fact, there might be an increase in the total cost. So the evaluation here explores the possibility that the increase in the total cost of production may be more than the increase in the total revenue, which means to say that using the PED concept may not be accurate, and therefore using elasticity concept cannot be used solely in isolation. The other types of ceteris paribus assumption is all the other non-price determinants is held constant, but in the real world it may not be constant. Why? This is because in the real world income may change. The price of the other products may change as well, so it is not relevant if you were to use the price elasticity of demand concept solely as well. So given the ceteris paribus does not hold in reality, the usefulness of elasticity concept is again questionable. Next, this is another limitation of the use of the elasticity concept, whereby the accuracy of the data and the reliability of the data is being questioned, because the reliability of the data can be affected due to the matter of data collection and how up to date the data is, as well as the source of the data. For example, in this case, let us say that the data collected to say that the demand is price elastic. So to increase the total revenue, I can lower the price. However, what if the data is not accurate at all? Let's say, yes, I lower the price to increase my total revenue based on what I understand regarding the demand elasticity value. What if the data is actually 0.9? By lowering the price, my total revenue will actually decrease. So therefore, it will affect the pricing strategy to be adopted given an inaccurate data collected. The last limitation, interactions between demand and supply curve. This is a limitation to the use of income elasticity of demand and cross elasticity of demand concept. So let us explore further. So let us suppose that the YED value is 2. Income increases by 10%. So the quantity, or rather the demand, will shift to the right, and the quantity over here increases by 20%. So the producer, they will assume that, oh, I need to produce more by 20 units. But what if it does not take into consideration of the supply curve, whereby the intersection of the new equilibrium is actually at 110. And in this case, the producer will be producing much more, a difference of 10 units more, because the concept of YED and XED may not take into consideration of the interaction between the demand and supply curve. So this is for the H2 syllabus, but it is good for your understanding as well. So thank you for listening. These are the different limitations of the use of elasticity concept, and I hope that the online videos provide you with a good assistance, and you can refer it if you don't understand, or refer to me or consult me if you have any doubts. Thank you.